Hello, Sicilian Prince here, and welcome to my video response to MHPGardener and his easy hydroponic lettuce growing methods. MHPGardener is an individual who posts some amazing videos on YouTube, and I highly recommend you check him out because I've learned just so much amazing information from this guy. And so based on information I've learned from him, I'm going to make this hydroponic lettuce growing apparatus that is based on the Kratky method as he describes in his videos. Right, to get started, what I'm using here is a couple of large Folgers coffee containers that I'm going to be using to build my Kratky lettuce growing apparatus. I have a couple of net pots that I got from a hydroponic store, and I'm using these cocoa core pellets that are like the peat pellets that expand, and you can see that I have one in a net pot that's expanding in some warm water in the bottom in a little fruit cup container. These containers do hold a good amount of water. However, what you might notice here is some light is coming through. So what I might do is wrap the whole thing in foil when I'm finished so that algae doesn't grow in the solution that I put in the container. I had already cut out one of the lids of the coffee container with a razor knife, and through a little bit of trial and error and making it bigger and bigger, I got it to about the right size to hold the net pot. I'm sure there's better ways of doing this, say with a hole saw, but I was entirely too lazy to go out and get my hole saw out, so I just used a razor knife to cut through it. Once I got one of the lids about right, I put it on top of the other one and use that as a template to cut out the hole for the second one. Again, it's better to go small and make it a little bit larger if you have to, because it's easy to cut a little bit too much with the razor knife. And you can see the net pot will sit perfectly in the top of the coffee container. And you might also notice that I have fluid set up in the coffee container on the bottom. Now, according to the Kratky method that Bobby described in his video, it would have to start off touching the bottom of that net pot. So I filled it up to try to get an idea where the level of water would have to be filled, and you can see it's filled up to about that hip in the handle, where the net pot that I'm particularly using would touch the bottom of the net pot. Now, if you want to do something similar, you would have to see how deep your net pots are, or if you're using a different container and putting a bunch of holes in it, say like a fruit cup or a yogurt container, you'd want to see how deep that goes to get to the bottom. The next thing I've done is I've added some nutrient solution that I bought from the hydroponic store, and I happen to choose one that is an organic solution. Now, the nutrient solution is very concentrated, so what I did is I looked at the label to try to determine the correct amount to add to the water in the reservoir of the coffee container. And now if you look at any of Bobby's videos, you'll see that the guy grows amazing lettuce and other produce. So I figured I want to grow exactly what that guy is growing. So what I did is I rifled through a bunch of his videos, and I saw that he grows these Adriana lettuce, butterhead lettuce, kind of like a Boston lettuce. And with a little internet searching, I found out that Johnny Seed sells these Adriana lettuce seeds that are the same lettuce that Bobby uses. So I went out and ordered me a packet of seeds from Johnny's. And these seeds are really, really tiny. So if you want to take a look at them, here you go. You have one little teeny tiny seed in my hand over there, ready to be planted into my brand new Kratky setup. And so, armed with my seed in a bamboo skewer, I put a little hole in the media I have in the net cups and planted my seeds. And I'm hoping for the best here with my brand new Kratky setup. And now all we need is a little time. Here we are 5 days later, and you can see I have a couple of little sprouts coming out. My baby Adriana lettuce popping out of my net pots. I'll post some more videos and keep you posted as time goes by to see how these are doing. I certainly hope they do great, and you know, it'll be a learning experience. Alright, so once again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and you know, please check out my blog, www.cookingitalianrecipes.com. Also, I would highly recommend you look at MHPGardener's channel on YouTube. The guy has so much to offer. He teaches so much good, really excellent information. And to him, I'm very grateful for him putting out amazing information that I learned from. So thanks. Sicilian Prince saying goodbye.